I'm Tim Carter, Head of Design at Lenox China. Lenox is a over 100-year-old China company. It also manufactures crystal, flatware. So it is the true and complete tabletop resource for everybody in the United States. In actual fact, Lenox has been engaged in creating inaugural gifts for over 26 years. This is our 7th. In each case, these gifts are very much one of a kind. I work with Peter O'Rourke, who is a master glass cutter.
I'm Peter O'Rourke and I come from Galway, Ireland. I've been cutting and engraving glass for 43 years. There's not many people in the United States actually doing this kind of work anymore, but we take great pride in developing and being able to produce it.
This year it's quite unique. It's very different from its predecessors. It's very large. In actual fact, it's a 17-inch crystal vase set on top of a very complicated crystal base made of many layers. The President will receive the vase with the White House viewed from the front, and the Vice President will have the vase that has the images of the Capitol.
Tim sends us a drawing, a rough drawing, and he checks and sees what materials I have available.
We spent a particular amount of time trying to capture the foliage, the different types of trees. If you've ever looked at the Capitol, and there are millions of arches, pillars, windows, and we captured it all. When we begin the cutting process, I generally make the journey out to Peter's workshop in Pennsylvania, and we spend at least a couple of days working on different effects.
We have to do a little bit of deep carving, but you have to be very careful that you don't go too deep, as the vase is very heavy. If you go too deep, you knock out a chip and you have to restart again. So you have to be very careful to use the right pressure.
We then overcut areas to give additional strength, and obviously this whole thing is about catching light. The mysterious thing about crystal is just that. You have a substance that you're cutting into, you're trying to create reflections, just like a jeweler cutting a stone.
Yeah, the deeper you go, the more light you pick up, and the clarity of the 24% really gives you a good sparkle.
For me and Peter, this is a great honor to be engaged in this type of work. We're creating history. We're making objects or pieces of art that are going to be in history books for years and years to come.
Even though we're getting older, myself and Tim have worked together for ages, and we talk about it, that this is probably our last one, but I think we have said that for the last 2. But when you get that call to do the presidential gift, the fire comes in your belly and you just want to do another one.
I think on inaugural day it gives me great satisfaction to actually see this take place, the receiving of the gift. I like to watch the inaugural luncheon and see the expressions on the faces of the President and Vice President when they receive these gifts. It's a very special moment.